Hey guys, welcome back to the Real Southern Garden. I am Sarah, and today we're talking about eastern bluebirds and how to set up a nesting box in the best location to give you the best chance of attracting these adorable little birds to your garden. So this property actually had several old bluebird houses on it, and we are slowly replacing them with new bluebird houses. And sometimes it'll take the birds a season or two to get used to that new birdhouse and actually want to use it. We did put up a new one last year by our barn, and they did use it the first season. So I'm hopeful that this new one that we're going to put up today, they will like it and move in. It's one of their favorite locations. It actually faces south. It's up here by our front gate, but they have used it reliably every year for several broods. They'll usually have 2 to 3 broods a season. This little box always has 2 or 3 every season. So hopefully the new box will get used exactly the same. Now the old one is kind of falling apart. It has like a little hinge on it that's no longer working, and it's not really predator safe anymore. So I really want to get a new one up there. And I'm going to go over some different little details about how to attract these adorable little birds that are really great for just helping the overall ecosystem of your garden and the beneficial insects. And it just makes your garden even happier place to have these little guys in it. And it also obviously helps the conservation movement for eastern bluebirds in the United States, which has been an ongoing project for quite some time. We actually do have it's a park not too far from us where they have a bunch of bluebird houses set up, and they're actually actively trying to help these little guys, increase their numbers. And we have quite a few in this area. So anyway, but let's get to this video so that I can help you attract these beautiful bluebirds to your garden. So down here by our barn is where we put up our nesting box. Last year we replaced an old one and put up a new one. So you can see it here on this pole. It is a good, it's probably 5.5 feet, maybe almost 6 feet off of the ground back here. And this one actually faces north. And the birds did use it twice last season, so they were pretty happy with it. I'll just show you, there's still a nest in here, so we will definitely clean this out, but you can leave them in there if you would like. We usually do clean out the material though. So this is the one that we bought. We actually bought about 8 of them at a time, and it's the Pennington cedar. The cedar is really good because it helps with pests, and it also helps with the fact that cedar wood is going to hold up a lot better than pine or other types of wood. The only thing about this particular design, and we really didn't realize it until we already bought it, is that it opens this way. The old ones that we had, they opened, like the little door opens like this on a hinge, so they were a little bit easier. I've also seen some that open from the top, which I think I would prefer, but we'd already bought these. We bought them a long time ago. There's no taking them back, so it's still a good product. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I think that could be a little bit maybe easier to clean and to get your hand in there. And then also when you're mounting it, it can be a little tricky, which my husband's going to help me with this. So that's going to be a little tougher for him, but I might have to help him out anyway. But let's get to it. So before we set up our nesting box, let's just go over some details about how to set up your nesting box the right way. So you want to have it 5 to 10 feet off the ground. 5 feet would be ideal, and place it near an open field so they can swoop in. That's what they really prefer. And you want to have it facing east or south. North would be the third option. West would be their last option, just because if it faces west, it gets a little bit hotter. They require an entrance hole of about 1.5 inches in diameter, and most commercially bought Bluebird boxes will be to that size, so it should be correct. And you want to have your boxes up and ready for them in early February if you live in the South, because they are out scouting new locations, so definitely want to get those up early. And then each bluebird pair needs about 1.5 acres of territory, so if you have a large area, you could have a whole bluebird trail with several boxes. And then to get them into your yard, you want to provide them with fresh running water if possible. They also really love our bird bath, which isn't actually running water. They really enjoy that as well. And then if you have a bluebird feeder with some mealworms set up in there, that will also get them into your yard. Hey guys, if you're liking this video, if you would hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, we would love to have you be a part of our community. And that way you won't miss any of our fun videos that we have coming up. We're going to have lots of garden tips and tricks, and we're just going to have a lot of fun all season. So we would love to have you join us. And here's just one more look at my little bluebird feeder with the mealworms. They really love to get up here and just go to town. I have probably 12 breeding pairs on my that come to my feeder anyway. I don't know if they all nest on my property, but they definitely come to our feeder. All right, and now we're going to head out to the location where we're going to be putting up our new Bluebird house, and it's actually out here by our front entrance. This is the old house. You can see the door is just falling off and it is in really bad shape. So I think that this new one is going to make them very happy. And we're just going to clean this old nest out. We're going to get rid of this box anyway, but you can see they kind of create like a very loose little nest of twigs. And then we actually decided to set up one more bluebird nesting box, and it's kind of in direct line with this feeder, but it's pretty far away, so it should, you don't want to put it right next to a bird feeder. And ours is not. We have a pretty large property, so this is probably a half acre away, maybe even more than that from the feeder. I'll show you. I'm going to pan around here and show you the distance. We're going to put it back here on this back fence, and it is actually going to be facing kind of west, but we have a big span of trees that we're going to keep the late afternoon sun off of this little birdhouse, so it should be just fine because of that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the little notification bell so that you don't miss any of our awesome garden content that we're going to have coming up all season long. We will see you right back here next time at the Real Southern Garden. Bye.